Ready, start. The grievance of the petitioner is that second respondent, who is the chairperson of Kerala Women's Commission, has refused to perform the functions bestowed upon her several times, declaring that the incidents relating to party members of CPI need not to be looked into or inquired upon, as the party itself is police, and the court that the party machinery has methods and procedures to take care of complaints relating to the party members, and in spite of the fact that her actions have attracted sections 11E and F of the Kerala Women's Commission Act, the government is refusing to remove her from the office. Petitioner has pointed out that as per the provisions of the Kerala Women's Commissions Act 1990, Women's Commission is constituted to improve the status of women in the state and to inquire into unfair practices affecting women. Hence, as per the provisions of the Act, the Commission is bound to inquire into any unfair practice affecting women if any such incident comes to their knowledge. If the Commission refuses to act on any such incidents of unfair practice that is freely available on the public domain and which is in the knowledge of the Commission can be said to have refused to act as provided in Section 11 1E of the Act. As far as the second respondent is concerned, she was appointed to the post of chairperson because of the position she is holding in CPI, with its central committee member. She has openly stated on many occasions that she was appointed by CPI as the member and that she is obliged to the party for this appointment. Para. There were several occasions after the second respondent has been appointed as the chairperson where the commission refused to act against incident of unfair practice. One of such occasions was a complaint made against a CPI MLA on 14th for 2018 by a women party member. The CPI has issued a public statement acknowledging the receipt of the complaint against the CPI MLA, and the entire media reported on several days about the sexual harassment alleged in complaint by the women against the MLA. But the second respondent dismissed the charges of sexual harassment, stating that mistakes do happen. She has also stated that we are all human beings, mistakes do happen. People inside the party may also have committed such mistakes. She has further stated that the Commission has not initiated any action as the women has not filed any complaint. She has also stated that Commission is not in a position to register a suo motu case as they don't have the basic details like nature of complaints. She has also said that the CPI would deal with this case internally, as that is up to the party to decide. The Marxist Party will have their own system of dealing with these complaints. It is not a new thing. Since its inception, the party has handled such complaints. On 6 2020, the second respondent again responded to the queries made by the press regarding another incident where the Commission refused to act as follows. My party, CPI, I may be the chairperson of the Women's Commission, but I have grown through my party. My party has taken strict stand. I know the incident you are mentioning. In that incident, the family told me that they need action by the party as they believe in the party. Our party is a court and a police station. We will not spare any leader. By making this atrocious statement, the second respondent herself has admitted and declared that CPI is an investigating agency as well as judiciary for the members of the party, and that since the party is capable of handling any complaint of unfair practice including sexual harassment against their part workers, the Commission will not interfere in such cases even if it has its own knowledge or information. The stand taken by the second respondent has made it clear that she will not act in any complaints made against the members of CPI, and that she is considering her party as an investigating agency as well as court above the commission, and therefore her continuance in office as the chairperson is detrimental to the public interest.